Hello, welcome to this short video of SUGILITE, Hallberg-Rassy 36 from 2003. SUGILITE is one of the last of these very popular Hallberg-Rassy hulls that were made, and she is for sale by her original owners. SUGILITE has the Elvstrom offshore quality furling main, Selden silver iced rig, 2 sets of spreaders, just take it at the top there, and an insulated backstay for the SSB radio. The furling lines for the mainsail and of course the headsail are all back at the cockpit here. She can be easily sailed by one person. Coming up on along the side deck here, really wide, easy passage. No jumping up on the coach roof to get past the shrouds. Just walk straight through. There's a large hatch there, gives a lot of light to the fore peak cabin, which we'll see shortly. SUGILITE has so many extras on board. Here is the Lumar windlass with 40 metres of 8mm chain. You can see the deck buttons there, but she also has a remote switch by the helm station, so you can drop the anchor without having to leave the safety of the cockpit. In the anchor locker, which is split in two to give you extra stowage for fenders and lines, there is a saltwater deck wash. She has bowsprit for use with a cruising chute and 2 bow rollers. The furling headsail is 300S Furlex gear, and she also has a removable inner forestay which attaches down here. When that's not in use, it sits nicely on the mast. Carbon fibre spinnaker pole for use for poling out the headsail. Coming down the port side of the boat, show you the coach roof, Dorades there, vents there, which can be removed, replaced with blanks. Stop any water ingress in really rough conditions. The Hallberg-Rassy aluminium frame windscreen with the spray hood on top. Spray hood was new in 2014, along with its extension, which covers the whole of the cockpit. An important extra here, port and starboard guardrails allow access, allow you to get in and out the boat from your dinghy. Coming aft, we have the primary winches here for use with spinnaker or genoa, and the main sheet winches, which are also used with the furling controls for the mainsail. There's the mainsail track going across there, just behind the helm's position. 6-to-1 purchase main sheet. On the transom of SUGILITE, there is a strong stainless steel frame which has a 60-watt solar panel on the top. Keep the batteries topped up, various aerials, and also a crane type arrangement that can be used to lift the outboard from the wooden bracket on the push pit onto the back of your tender. There's a manually adjustable backstay here. The radar is factory fitted up here. This allows the scanner to stay horizontal even when the boat is heeling, to give the radar extra range. A large, if not slightly shallow, lazarette locker with a large kedge anchor in there. I'll show you the steering position from this angle. As I've mentioned, all the controls are here, so you can easily adjust all the sails from the cockpit, and also have all your instrument readouts. Underneath the spray hood here, we've got the chart plotter and your various instruments. That instrument on the right hand side is a remote for the autopilot, and that wire is long enough to go to the forepeak, so you can lie out on the forepeak with the autopilot engaged and control where the boat's going. These are beautifully varnished worktops here, which are really useful, keeping your things on that you need close to hand when you're sailing. In the lazarette here, sorry, not the lazarette, the cockpit locker here is an enormous place. Loads of ropes and lines. SUGILITE comes with a vast amount of tools and spares and extras included in the sales price. She has the full shore power system, if you like. There's an inverter here from Master Volt, and also a galvanic isolator, which is a really high-end piece of kit. It actually prevents, there's no physical connection between this boat and the shore power when you're plugged in, so there's no chance of any galvanic corrosion setting in on the boat. There's a table for the cockpit, seats 4 people. That just clips on here. Just give you another view forward. As you can see, absolutely brilliant visibility forward. See any kind of boats coming towards you. Here we are down below on SUGILITE. The big saloon area here with a leafed table in the middle, bottle storage in the centre. And starts off showing you the saloon galley area. This is the U-shaped sea galley from Hallberg-Rassy. Standing in here, you're out the way of people moving through the boat, but also gives you extra support while the boat's underway. There's a double stainless steel sink there with hot and cold mixer. There's also a foot pump, 110 litre keel cooled refrigerated ice box there, slightly more efficient than the compressor versions. 2 burner stove with oven, storage in the drawers, and there's also storage behind. These saloon berths here, they're just over 2 meters long. If you lift them up, they're quite well appointed. They're about 1.5 persons wide, little reading lamp. SUGILITE's got fans installed around her because she's been used in the Mediterranean previously. There's also quite a lot of surprising amount of storage there. It's great for storing bulky items like spare duvets, etc. Just show you some wealth of this storage that we have available in the saloon. It's the same on the other side. Moving forwards, there is a big hanging locker on the outboard side. That's opposite the heads. Forward of the heads is the forepeak. You can see the lovely mahogany grain there. Beautifully put together, the interiors of Hallberg-Rassy's. Small vanity area on the outboard side, 3 drawers. Another open locker. You can see the chain plate arrangement there. Very strong, all in stainless steel. There is a well for storage below this berth. And as you can see, there's storage above, all the way around. Very bright in here because of the deck light we saw earlier. There's a closing door as well, which allows the whole section to be closed off for your guests. The heads compartment, port side of the boat. We have a china sink with hot and cold mixer, mirror above, storage below, more storage here. There's a stainless steel holding tank behind that door. And then we have the marine heads and a shower grate. This area is ventilated by an opening port light, opening deck hatch, and also a Durand vent. I'll show you the other side of the saloon area. Another big berth there. Stereo. The speakers have been upgraded to Bose sound system in the saloon. Forward-facing chart table. There's a huge amount of equipment on board SUGILITE, including the sail. As I mentioned before, there are the manuals for them, and also records of all the service work that's been done, or any improvements that have been done. All the wiring diagrams have been updated as they should be. She's been a really well cared for yacht. I'll give you a close-up of the switchboard here. We've got a Hobbs quartz engine hours counter there as well. Water witch bilge counter. Battery chargers, inverter controls. As we come around, she has Navtex. This is the same chart plotter I showed you on deck, but it can be put in this position also. SSB radio, another standalone GPS from Raymarine, and the VHF radio there. Looking aft from the chart table, we can see through to the aft cabin. This is usually called the walk-through. SUGILITE is one of the few 36s that was made with this settee arrangement, which we'll go and have a look at now. This was chosen by the owners because, as much as they loved each other dearly, they did want to have another place down below where they could come and just get away from it all, maybe sit and read a book or whatever on their own. You get a huge amount of storage behind that area underneath the sewing machine. Large double berth. Underneath here is going to be the batteries, two 225 amp hour batteries which were new in 2015, and the battery charger. These are the doors to the engine bay. When we're showing the boats, we keep the doors out of the engine bay just to allow easy access. The engine is on the inboard side of the walkthrough. And as much as the mechanical equipment is installed in here as possible, as with all Hallberg-Rassys, D255 engine. A lot of extras here also. She's got the Raycore dual fuel filter up here. It's a great bit of kit. Webasto Airtop 3500 with outlets in all the cabins, including the heads area, so you can use that as a drying space for your oilies. She's got the electric gear pump for oil changes, so hassle-free, mess-free oil changes. All these toolkits included in the sail of the boat also. The forward end of this engine bay has been, I'm not sure, this is open. You can open it to get at all the belts and impellers.